निदर्शनं झाली आज सकाळी
So, I'm made of the parts, but you can understand that I'm better at Dutch and double Dutch than I'm at Marathi or Telugu. That doesn't mean that I don't have big interest in the languages. For your information, I present later in the day about language support teams, and I hope you will be there as well. But as there is nothing happening now, it's much better that we talk about what the issues are with the Indian language Wikipedias. Because we are here with purpose, and that is talking about these kind of subjects, so let's talk about it. Okay. At this moment in time, I'm doing a job, and what I'm doing is I'm taking the article about India from a Wikipedia, and I'm moving it in translatewiki.net so that people can see what web forms look like. Now, there's one Wikipedia, and I'm not going to say which one because that's not nice and that's not funny. And the number of lines in that article for the country of India is how many lines? Would it be more than 10 lines? Would it be more than 100 lines? Would it be more than 1,000 lines? This is the smallest, by the way. So, how big is the smallest article about India on an Indian Wikipedia? Is that less than 10, less than 20, less than 50, less than 100? What do you think? Okay, raise your hands. Less than 100. Okay, raise your hands. Less than 50. Okay, less than 20. Less than 10. It's only 5 lines. Now, if you have Wikipedia and it is about and the subject is something like India, then in my opinion there is more to say about India without raising a sweat than more than 5 lines. For instance, you can say, and I'm not from India, right? I can say it's a subcontinent, that's 1 line. It has a capital called Delhi, that's a 2nd line. I know that there are more than 21 official languages, that's a 3rd line. I know that the Sea of the Arab Sea or the Bay of Bengal or something is on one side, and that's another line, that's 4 lines. And I can say that there are many different Indian cuisines, and the more that you go to the south, the hotter they are, and the more that you go to the north, the sweeter they are. That's already 5 lines, and I didn't even try. Okay, so my question to you, what does it take to make an article enough to be read on your Wikipedia? What does it make for an article to be enough to make it interesting? Who can say something? Okay, let me ask a different question. Who is editing in one of the Indic languages? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only 7? Okay. Hey people, you're not editing. Why are you not editing? Do you not know that we don't have an edit button? Okay, you raise your hands. Okay, hi. Do you edit? You edit in English. Why don't you edit in English and not in your mother tongue? Or is English your mother tongue? Okay, but can you write in your own language? Why can't you type in Marathi? Okay, so you mentioned a keyboard.
Let me answer that question.
Let you answer the question.
In 1835, Lord
Can you stand, so please?
Because in 1835, Lord Macaulay did all the damages. We were, our culture, our languages, our tradition, our everything was replaced by English. So now we are more English than in our own languages. We don't talk in our languages.
Okay.
Now, there's the problem, Mr.
That's not the answer that I'm looking for.
How do we do our languages is a big challenge.
This is not the answer I'm looking for. The keyboard methods, that's the keyboards that you know how to type. There are definitions for keyboard methods. And we do produce at this moment keyboard methods that help you type in your own Indic language. So if your language is Marathi and you have a US or an international keyboard, then you can say switch on the keyboard methods and you can type as if the characters are Marathi or Telugu or whatever language you're editing at that moment. That's something that we already do for you. Now the only thing is you need to know where the characters are. That's something we can't help you with. But if you know how to type in your own language, then you can already type in your own language on Wikipedia. Right? Is that a good answer for you? Is this a challenge for you to try it and edit in your own language? What do you think? So the next thing that we are going to do, well, I'm going to talk much more about this, but we're going to provide web form because sometimes you go to a wiki or a website and you see all these little blocks. You know all those little blocks that basically mean that you can't see the character because you don't have the font on your system. On the 12th of December we are going to provide you with web fonts. And web fonts means that if we don't know that you have the font, we will send the font to you. And you will see the characters. So you, even if you can't read the language, you can see the characters. You can just look at how beautiful some of the Indic scripts are. Because really, if I look at the scripts, they are so diverse and they look beautiful to me. So why not show that beauty? That is what we are going to do. But the thing is, it will not only show people like myself in the Netherlands what it looks like. It will also provide people that are here with that don't have the font or the system, and we show them what that language looks like. So they can actually read in their own language. In my mind, that's powerful. And one of the things that we can do, but we haven't organized that yet, because we have to do help text and explain things, how you can do this in Windows 98 or whatever language, is how you can install it on your own system so that it also works in Google, or in a Microsoft website, or in Facebook, or wherever. So we are really trying to help you to read in your own language. Now, if there is one thing that's important, and that's that. We want you to be able to read and write your own language. And it has to be as easy as editing in English. Right, now I understand that the presenters of the presentation are there. So I thank you for your attention, and I'll be off.